Hello, hello, and here's another great day. And you know what? I think we should call this day Friday. Great idea. Glad to see you. Glad you're visiting with us today again. I am PA. I'm representing a company named Handle It Handbags. And before we get started, I'd appreciate it if you just look right below this video and you'll see the big word says subscribe. Sign up because we have so many exciting things we do here on a weekly basis. I'd like you to stay in tune with us. So just give us a little sign up down at the bottom before we begin. If you probably know by now that what we talk about is women of color in history, along with showing you these great handbags that are creatively made in honor of these women. And that's a great thing. So today we're going to talk about the sister going by the name of Charlotte Hawkins Brown. But before we get caught into her, or we get started with her, I'm going to show you the handbag that I've made in honor of Charlotte. This would be the bag of today. It's a lovely burnt orange color, shaped like a big, well, let's say it's a big quarter, if that's it. It has a great shape, actually. Easy to carry. Very easy to carry. It's in a wonderful color. The bag has two pockets in the front. Actually, I've put two Handle It handbags, business cards, in each pocket, so you'd be able to tell the difference in the pockets. The back is actually plain. It's an everyday bag, great for anywhere you go, which is wonderful. We like to be able to use our bags as often as we can. It's easy to access. We can take that wonderful tissue paper out of this bag. You can see the interior. It is an unlined bag. See the interior of the bag? Great handbag. Love this. You can always see these bags closer if you just visit us at handleithandbags.com. The bag is also available on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. And yes, of course, the bag is for purchase. And you'd love to be honoring someone so famous as the sister we're going to talk about today. Today, once again, as I told you, we're going to be speaking about Charlotte Hawkins Brown. And just to give you a little bit about her. In 1883, Charlotte Hawkins was born in Henderson, North Carolina. Actually, it was Lottie Hawkins was born. That was her name at that time, in Henderson, North Carolina. Her family later moved to Cambridge, Massachusetts, where she attended Alston Grammar School, Cambridge English High School, and Salem State Normal School. While she was a student at Salem, the American Missionary Association, they offered her a teaching position in North Carolina. Dissatisfied with the lack of educational opportunities for Negroes in the South, Hawkins accepted. The 18-year-old then she returned to North Carolina in 1901 to teach rural African American youth at Bethany Congregational Church in Sedalia, Guilford County. The school closed after one term, but young Hawkins decided to remain in the community and establish her own school. In 1902, after vigorously raising money in New England, Charlotte Hawkins founded the Palmer Memorial Institute, a day and boarding school established in a converted blacksmith shop. The school was named in honor of Alice Freeman Palmer, Charlotte's mentor and benefactor. Mrs. Palmer was the second woman president at Wesleyan College in Massachusetts, so that's something to stand up for also. In the early years, Palmer's curriculum emphasized agriculture and industrial education for rural living. But Brown expanded the school to over 350 acres, which included a sizable farm. In succeeding years, the school began to much more strongly emphasize on academics and cultural education. Palmer was the product of Dr. Brown's love. Creatively and vigorously leadership, the Institute was fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Secondary Schools at a time when few Negro high schools enjoyed the recognition. During her 50-year presidency, over 1,000 students graduated. They gained not only a diploma, but also a firm idea of their own individual worth, because Dr. Brown taught them well. They would be educationally efficient, religiously secure, and culturally secure. As the fame of the school spread, Dr. Brown became nationally known as an educator, lecturer, civil rights and activist, author, and cultural leader. She received several honorary degrees. Her many associates included Mary McLeod Bethune, Helen Burroughs, Eleanor Roosevelt, W.E. Du Bois, and Booker T. Washington. And Charlotte Hawkins Brown was a woman. She was proud of herself and her people, so she deeply involved in American principles of freedom and justice for all human beings and expressed herself eloquently. She succeeded in showing off all the world to see what one young Negro woman could do. Dr. Brown died in 1961. 10 years and 3 administrations later, Palmer closed its doors. Now, North Carolina proudly claims a multitude of African American citizens like Charlotte Hawkins Brown. To honor these citizens, the North Carolina Department of Cultural Resources has established North Carolina's first state historic site honoring the contributions of their African American citizens. And as a memorial to Charlotte Hawkins Brown, the site links Dr. Brown and Palmer Memorial Institute to the larger themes of educational and social history in North Carolina. It's located at the old Palmer Memorial Institute campus and features such programs and exhibits tours of historic structures and audiovisual presentations. Now, the nonprofit Charlotte Hawkins Brown Historical Foundation works cooperatively with the state and other interested individuals and organizations to promote scholarship, research, and a wider preservation and appreciation of North Carolina's African American heritage. Now, isn't that something you would be proud of, a sister like this to walk around and carry a handbag in honor of her? Again, we thank you, and we want you to remember this bag is available at handbagz.com. Pay us a visit, spend some time, spread the word, tell all the other people that you know how wonderful women of color really are, regardless of what they believe. We believe. Thank you for stopping in again, and look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Good day.